Hi everyone, this is Sue. Hope everyone is doing well. I have 3 journals ready I want to show to you today, so I'll maybe start with this. One's a little bird journal. They're repurposed books, altered children's books. And this one is called Mama, Will You Hold My Hand? And this one is That's What a Little Girl Is Made Of. So I will start with the little bird journal. It has 3 sewn-in signatures. Of course, the books were real narrow, and I cut the covers off and made the spine wider. I used this fabric on the spine and as a closure, and the fabric just goes through the binding. So all the original pages are in the book. There's some have some ink on them. Someone must have wrote on the pages. And the story does go in order. So has designer papers. These are just some little places to journal. Little bird image there. It can be a pocket. I was going to put a little ticket under there. I'll probably do that before I send it off. These will be in my Etsy store. And this has some images in it. These are little cards that are in my Etsy store. Like, almost like T card size cards. I'm trying to adjust the light here a little bit. So I put all of those in this journal. So if you see the images, those are printable. And this is also printable. These are little 2-inch squares. Kind of look like little stamps on it. So those are printable as well. I'll just put some of my new printables at the end of the video, or I'll insert them in between here so you can kind of see what they look like. This pocket has this little bird silhouette in it. And this is the first page, little bird. This is just some kind of like woven paper, has a little flower and embellishment on it. It's another little bird stamp, and this flips up. It's just tucked in this little pocket up here. It's just a little scrap piece of paper. And it just kind of hangs on there, tucks in here. Little pocket. Another one of the bird image journal cards, some fabric and tabs on the edges. Whenever I choose a book to repurpose, I always look at the artwork. I like the artwork. Very pretty. So I just added some pages and pockets and different little spots where you can write. Just like a bird sticker on there. This little pocket down here and some trim on the edge of that page. It's another one of the little stamps. It's an owl. It's a little pocket here. Another one of the stamps here. This is, Sigita showed us one day how to use masking tape to make some collages. So I started doing that on the masking tape. I had some old masking tape. Well, when I went to sew on mine, it really gunked up my needle and I just could hardly sew on it. So I put some paper on the back. Maybe my masking tape was too old. So I just added some embellishments on it and a little cutout. This is a cutout, one of the little, some little mini children, vintage children as a printout on my store, and I cut her out of that. So it is now just an altered paper clip. Kind of clips on the page so you can tuck photos under it. And this is another page, some fabric, journal paper. It's a little embellished flower on the edge of that page. A little crocheted piece here. It's kind of a small book, size-wise, you know, it's about as big as my hand. It's another bird card in there. So it's the storybook and the bird cards. This is a little folded piece of paper into an envelope, and it has one of the little bird stamp. And the little stamps can be used in scrap collages and envelope art. There's a little guest check in there. Everything is kind of aged and coffee dyed or ink tea dyed. There's another journal card here. I like it when the pages have all different, kinds of staining design in the paper. And these, I print mine usually on aged cardstock. If you print them out on a white cardstock, they'll be a lot more, brilliant in colors and stuff. So it just depends upon what you want to do with them once you print them out. There's another little bird stamp in there. This is just a journal paper. This tag slips down into this little band to hold that pocket, kind of hold it in. This has some little eyelash trim up here. Lots of places to write. This is just a little eyelash trim. It's folded over this band here for you to use while you decorate your journal. There's a little piece of paper. It's so pretty. It made a little journal spot in there. There's a couple little, this is like a handmade paper. Looks like handmade paper. Another little spot here. There's another aged piece of paper. I used this stamp almost like a seal on the page. There's a pocket up here. This is a sticker. I put some fabric on the back of the sticker because I wanted it to, hang over, and I didn't want the back of the sticker to show. It's cardstock. And that's the last page, and that's the back of the book. And just tie shut with the little fabric. Okay, so that is the little bird journal. We'll do this, what little girls are made of. This too is a real skinny book. There's the spine. I just added the spine in. Hang on a minute. Okay, I kind of adjusted my light. It just seemed really shadowy. So here is the little journal. It has this elastic band across with a little flower on there. That's the closure. And like I said, it was a real thin book. I put the spine back on. Now it's wider. It has 4 sewn-in signatures. And the story does go in order. I put some of this vintage, it's like a dresser scarf with some hand embroidery on, and I lined the covers with that, and have some printed pages. I ordered some cards, like vintage baby cards from Kristen at Paper Rock Treasures. And so once she sent me those, I could kind of finish up this journal. So a lot of these, I cut the cards up. Anyway, it's hard for me to do sometimes, to cut old things up, but I really wanted that look for this journal. So I cut them up. So I made them into little pockets and different things like that. So this says first baby. Made that into a journal card. This has little things tucked in, little vintage aged things for pockets. This card says friendship. This is a little altered paper clip. I kind of feel like I'm too far away from the camera with this. I'm going to raise it up a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And this little altered paper clip holds this little This one I did not cut. It's the little one. It's got this little ribbon in it. It's got this little ribbon in. That's so cute. So whoever gave it to whoever, they wrote in it. Isn't that just so precious? So that goes in that pocket there. And this little altered paper clip holds it in. They're really a long journal when you open it up. And I used everything that I cut, I used in here. It says, "Psst, baby." It goes in this little pocket here. Some little embellishment on the edge of the page. Fabric on the edge of the page. And this is just something that's hanging on this band. You can use it in the journal as you start decorating it. And this is a tab, another pocket, the baby bottle, pretty paper. This is some vintage wrapping paper. I have some vintage wrapping paper. I started cutting it up into 6x6s, so I'm going to make some packs of that. So I'll have that in the Etsy store too. When I get it done, I'll make a video and show them to you. Some lace on the edge of that page. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to hold it up. It's so pretty. Little baby girl. It's a paper ruffle. Some embellishments. Pocket. This is another one of the little cards that supposed to come out, but get so anxious to put the ephemera in that sometimes the pocket's not all the way dry and then it sticks in there. So that just goes in that pocket. Some little lace on there. And this little piece hangs on this. And it's got a little story in it, so it goes in order. It's all in order. Not cut down or anything. She's in the bathtub. This just is pinned across the page. I didn't want to cut that. So it's kind of be a journal spot. These are some tabs that I made in my Etsy store. A little stiff. So I will, I got them here in a bag. I'll show you. I had the printed page printed out. Maybe I'll just insert it here. You can see the digital printable. So I cut them out. This one had the days of the month on it, and there's some extra words on the bottom, so you can kind of glue it over them if you want. But I cut them out, and I put some tracing paper and some fabric behind them, so it just kind of gives it a cute little vintage look. And since I made this one, I kind of made some more printables too. One's a lavender, and some are just empty, so you can put your own words in. So, it's kind of neat because when you cut the printable out, you just have to cut the square. Then when you fold it in half, you just cut that little, they're pretty easy to cut out. I was kind of surprised when I got them printed out how easy they were to cut out. So they're really fun to work with. So there's the tab, and there's another altered paper clip. There's this little journal card, and here's some more, this little trim on there. Another pocket, that's an old vintage card. This is some wallpaper pocket. This is some of the old wrapping paper, baby wrapping paper, vintage baby wrapping paper. So delicate and such pretty colors. I just love that. That's a little lace pocket. This has a little card in. Isn't that cute? It says, John and Evelyn Smith. So it goes in that lace pocket there. For all life's best and happiest. For all life's best and happiest. Okay, that doesn't really make sense. That's what it says. Some fabric, little tab. This is a little altered paper clip I made out of the chenille. Some chenille fabrics. So those are kind of cute. I'm trying to finish up a lot of my projects that I started. I started so many projects. I want to make that. I want to make that. I'm trying to make that. And, you know, then you get all these projects done and started and not maybe all the way done. And right now with everything that's going on, normally I would have a hair salon. So we are completely shut down now until probably like May 1st. So it gives me a little more time to finish up some of my projects. So kind of fun that way, I guess. But I would be glad to go back to work. I miss the people. That's the kind of the worst part. You know, I was thinking too, if some of these people that you see on TV all the time now, keeping us updated, if one of them all of a sudden comes with a fresh haircut, I'm going to be like, hey, who did that? You're not supposed to be, there's no salons open. You can't be getting any haircuts. So anyway, just kind of, we all have our thing, I guess. But I do agree. I think since the salons closed on the 17th, I think, of March, I think I've been to the grocery store once. That's about it. And, you know, those of us that like to make journals and stuff, it's really not that hard to stay home. Because it's kind of like what we, you know, are really excited to get to do is to go home and kind of work on our little artistic challenges. So there's another little card in here. But these journals were really fun to finish. Had a really just so satisfied with the cards I got from Kristen, and they're just so cute, fun to use. This one's, it's like that parchment card, you know, so dainty. Okay, so we'll finish up going through the really, I mean really, enjoy the night. Okay, here's another one. Best wishes to the whole family. This is some more of the vintage wrapping paper, so I'm kind of excited to get those packs done because they're really cute. And there's another little one in there, and then that's the back, pretty much like the front. And then this little closure. Is that flower? That flower is so pretty. So that just kind of goes on there. It's elastic, so it stretches. So that is this journal. I think for the last journal, I'm going to make a second video because when the videos get too long, I can't get them out of my iPad. So I will come back to do another video on this one, and the links for the two journals I just showed you will be down below. I am very thankful for everyone who visits my Etsy store and supports me right now, because that is you know, pretty much my only income. So I'm very thankful that I have an Etsy store going. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye now.